Looks like Cardi B might be back outside because Stefon Diggs just cut her off. And according to rumors, it's all because of that botched BBL. Most people have seen the photos, and they were not flattering. Sources close to Stefon say he was vibing with her on the low, but once those pictures hit the blogs, he backed off quickly. He's got a clean image to maintain with his league status, endorsement deals, and former Playboy reputation. Being seen with Cardi, looking less than polished, didn't fit that narrative. But things got even messier after the alleged breakup. Cardi started throwing shade, acting bold and loud online, and doing the most. Fans began to ask, did Stefon crush her ego? Or is she spiraling to cover the fact that she got played? There's clearly trouble in paradise. Fans first noticed something was wrong when Cardi deleted all pictures of her and Stefon from social media, including a steamy photo that had confirmed their relationship just weeks ago. Word on the street is, they're officially done. Honestly, it's surprising, especially after all the effort they put into making themselves look like the next big Hollywood couple. He even rented her an entire castle and treated her like royalty.
I got a steam in a castle. I'm talking about a real castle. Look at this. Look at this. I've been to it, like, every time I go to Europe, I can never go to Versailles, or I can never go see the Turtle guy in England. He said, bitch, you want castle, bitch? I'll give you all the castle, bitch.
This shit mom in the movie.
You sit all the way over at the edge while I stare at you.
Look how beautiful. This man is so adventurous. He got us in a fucking castle. Hey, look at this.
Just because she wanted to have a castle experience. Y'all, it's looking real messy between Cardi B and Stefon right now. And honestly, people clocked the signs way before they said anything. Y'all probably noticed Cardi wiped every picture of them off her page, including the steamy one where she basically confirmed they were an item a few weeks ago. And now the word going around is that it's done. They're over. And it's just wild how fast things switched up. Let's not act like these two weren't just out here trying to sell that fairy tale. Like Stefon was flying her across the world and even rented that whole castle in France just because Cardi said she wanted to live like royalty for a weekend. And folks were eating it up, too, because everybody thought they were about to be the next Hollywood power couple and that Cardi was finally off the market, Stefon bagging her. But behind the scenes, y'all, it wasn't adding up. The castle trip was cute and all, but it was also the last time they were seen solid. After that, it's been shade and distance. But the real reason behind the split is even messier than people thought. Some folks are saying Cardi was the one who ended it because she finally got fed up with Stefon cheating and humiliating her. And honestly, if that's true, nobody's surprised. Y'all know she's fresh out of that toxic relationship and marriage with Offset, who cheated so much that people started calling him off to cheat. It was embarrassing, public scandals, side chicks popping up, the whole internet watching it go down. And Stefon, well, let's not sugarcoat it. He's giving Offset too. Zero. It's the same toxic energy all over again. That man has been running wild, still creeping with his ex in the DMs, getting exposed left and right. He even welcomed a whole baby with another woman while he was with Cardi. What's crazy is that Cardi knew that energy all too well. After everything she went through with Offset, getting cheated on, defending him, trying to hold a relationship together, nobody can blame her for not signing up for that drama all over again, especially not in public, with someone like Stefon, where the whole world is watching. So yeah, on one hand, it makes sense that Cardi would walk away. But here's where it gets tricky, because not everybody believes she left him. Some insiders say Stefon was the one who ghosted her, and the reason is messier than anybody thought. Word on the street is that Stefon is the one who left Cardi, and apparently, it all comes down to that botched BBL. People around him are saying he felt like it made him look bad. And let's be real for a second. Y'all seen it, it's not that shocking. Y'all know Stefon's always been real flashy, and all about his image, real particular about how his name looks in the streets and the type of women he hangs around. So him cutting Cardi off over something like that tracks, because the blogs have been dragging her body all week. Videos flying around everywhere. I know y'all had to have seen it. Her body definitely is not giving what it used to, and the internet noticed quick. People have been clowning her, saying the surgery didn't hit right. And for Stefon, that's a problem, let alone the rumors that BBL spee stank. He has this whole Playboy brand to protect, and Cardi pulling up Botched wasn't part of the vision. So once those pictures started going viral, he backed off fast. Folks started saying he stopped flying her out, stopped popping out with her, started distancing himself. And next thing you know, Cardi is wiping all the pics off her page like it never even happened. But it's really not hard to see why Cardi was quick to distance herself from Stefon. Y'all know she can be real self-conscious when it comes to her body. Every time the internet starts talking crazy, she jumps straight into defense mode. She'll clap back, post some fire picture to kill the rumors, and remind everybody she still looks good. Like the time after her performance when folks said she looked botched, she wasted no time posting a whole photo shoot, showing off her curves, trying to shut it all down. Cardi's body has been a hot topic online for years. And to be fair, it's mostly because she's been really open about the work she's had done. And honestly, people stayed hyping her up for it because her body was tea for a long time. But the thing about surgery is it's really easy to cross that fine line. You keep tweaking and tweaking and tweaking, and next thing you know, it's hard to tell when enough is enough. And with Cardi, fans have been clocking it. People are saying her body is starting to give botched, and the internet's been running wild with it. It's not exactly something you can just reverse and still look good. These days, Cardi doesn't open up about much. But if you followed her from early on, you already know where it started. A big part of why she got into plastic surgery in the first place was because of how she grew up and the environment she was in. Where she's from, fake girls were everything. The beauty standard was all about having a big booty, a full chest, and a Coke bottle shape. That was the look everybody wanted, but Cardi didn't quite fit that. She's talked before about being super skinny growing up, and in her world, that wasn't seen as attractive. Most of the girls around her had thick, curvy bodies, and she didn't. And it really got to her. She's admitted she got teased, bullied, and made to feel like something was wrong with her. And over time, that chipped away at her confidence.
On your nationalities, like when you come from nationalities that like, they praise thick girls, that they praise ass, they praise thighs, they praise all of that, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's hard to just be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna walk around my flat ass. No. Some of y'all happy with it, and that's great, but that just wasn't me when I was young. So I did what I did. Fuck it. Suck my dick. The fuck? My ass took me a long way, bitch.
And things really started shifting for Cardi when she got into stripping, but it didn't boost her confidence overnight like people might think. When she first started dancing, she still didn't have the body type that the clubs hyped up. She was skinny, no curves, and in that world, curves are currency. And it looks like that's still the rule today because Stefon dumped her over it. Eventually, Cardi saved up enough to get her first procedure. She was only 18 at the time, and for a minute, it actually made her feel better about herself. She started to see the version of herself that she always wanted in the mirror. But if you know how plastic surgery works, it's never really one and done. It gets addictive fast, and you have to upkeep it, especially when your whole environment revolves around looks. And for Cardi, that was just the beginning. For someone like Cardi, who already had all these insecurities about her body, that first surgery was just the beginning. Once she got a taste of what it felt like to fix something she didn't like, it was way easier to just keep going. So, the breast augmentation gave her a little boost of confidence. But in the club, it still wasn't enough. Cardi talked about how she was making way less money than the other dancers because she still had a flat butt. And in that environment, having curves wasn't just about looks, it affected their pockets, their respect, and their whole status. So naturally, that pressure pushed her straight into getting more work done. And from there, it just kind of snowballed.
And everything, like, I had the titties, I had the bomb-ass tattoos, I had a six-pack, I could do a full split, everything, but, not split, but I could do crazy pole tricks, all that but I was missing some ass. To make it even more complicated, Cardi was dealing with heartbreak around that same time. Her boyfriend cheated on her, and in her head, the reason was obvious. The other girl had a bigger butt. Cardi started believing that if she had more curves, maybe he wouldn't have gone looking elsewhere. And from the looks of things, that's exactly what happened with her and Stefon, because her body wasn't giving what he wanted it to give, allegedly. At the time, she was only 20, getting her first surgeries and living in New York, still hustling and didn't have the kind of money it takes to go to a legit plastic surgeon. To make it worse, she was still super skinny, so she didn't even have enough fat for a proper BBL. Instead of waiting, Cardi did what a ton of girls in her position do. She found a shortcut. She paid $800 to a woman named Donna Francis for illegal silicone shots in her butt and thighs and hoped it would fix everything. Still, even after going through all that, Cardi kept chasing this perfect body. After those first few procedures, Cardi actually slowed down for a bit, had some babies, and by that point, she finally had the body she always wanted. So, there wasn't much pressure to keep going under the knife, but of course, that peace didn't last long.
Fast forward to 2019. She had her daughter, culture, and everything changed again. Like a lot of new moms, Cardi was dealing with postpartum changes that started messing with her confidence. She decided to get another boob job to fix what breastfeeding had done to her chest. On top of that, she went in for lipo to get rid of the extra weight that stuck around after the pregnancy. Once she opened that door again, it didn't exactly stop there. Because here's where it got rough. Cardi didn't give herself a chance to heal properly. Her schedule was packed, shows, appearances, all of it. Instead of slowing down like she was supposed to, she jumped right back into work. Eventually, it caught up to her, and her body started reacting. At one point, her feet got so swollen from the lipo that she posted a picture online, and it was not good. You could tell her body was screaming for a break. The swelling scared her enough that she finally listened to her doctors, who told her to sit down somewhere and rest. It shook her up for real. For a minute, it even seemed like she was ready to slow down. She went online saying, "I've been working out for the past 2 weeks 'cause I ain't getting surgery again." And y'all already know how that turned out. To be fair, for a while, she really did try to slow down on surgery. After all the issues she had recovering, especially from the lipo, she decided to play it safe. So, when she started thinking about changing her nose, she kept it simple at first and just tried fillers. But the fillers didn't hit like she thought they would. They actually made her nose look off, and she wasn't feeling it. Eventually, she went ahead and got a full rhinoplasty to get it done the right way. But, of course, it didn't stop there. After she had her son wave in 2021, Cardi admitted she was thinking about getting a tummy tuck. She said the loose skin around her stomach wasn't going anywhere, no matter how hard she worked out. And once again, that pressure to keep up her body image kicked right back in. But it wasn't the tummy tuck that soon got people talking, it was the fact that her butt looked way different. It was bigger. Just take a look at this video she posted. People started side-eyeing Cardi again when her body started looking a little off. Her waist was super snatched, but her butt was still big, and the proportions just weren't making sense. Naturally, the internet ran with it. Folks started accusing her of getting more butt shots or sneaking off to get more work done. The comments were everywhere, people saying she looked unnatural, some even calling it unhealthy. But Cardi wasn't about to let that slide. She jumped on Instagram Live and shut it down, saying she didn't get more shots. At the same time, she kept it real. She knew her but looked a little weird. She wasn't pretending everything was perfect. She heard what people were saying, and clearly, it was starting to get to her.
After I gave birth to my son, my ass was huge. And the reason why my ass was so huge, because bitch, I almost fucked 20. And you already know my ass already have some ass shots. In August, I did surgery because a lot of people thought that as soon as I gave birth, I got my body done. No, I didn't. In August, I did surgery and I removed 95% of my bioperimeters. If you know what bioperimeters is ass shots. But of course, right, they took it out of me, but they still had to shape my butt because they took a lot of ass shots out. So my butt is a little fluffy now.
It's also obvious that she regrets her whole surgery, as she warned young women not to make the same mistakes she made when she was young.
And all I'm gonna say is, right, that if you young, if you 19, if you 20, if you 21, and sometimes you too skinny, and you be like, oh my God, I don't got enough fat to put on my ass and everything, so you resort to ass shots, don't do it. Like, I am super against ass.
And it looks like she was back at it again. Cardi's already admitted to getting surgery after having her first 2 kids. The word in the streets is that she did the same thing after giving birth to her youngest, Blossom. But this time, it didn't exactly go how she planned. While she still looks good to some, others are saying that her body is looking real crazy. And apparently, that wasn't sitting right with Stefon. Sources close to him say that her new look didn't meet his expectations, and just like that, he cut her off. So, Stefon dipped. Cardi's body trended for all the wrong reasons, and now her whole image is hanging on by a thread. The surgery is botched. The relationship is over. She has a new song out, and all they're talking about is that butt. The internet is absolutely wild, y'all. So now, Stefon looks to be out. Cardi's body is trending for all the wrong reasons, and her fairy tale just crashed right after coming out the castle. If the surgery is botched like people are saying and the relationship's dead, I think Cardi might be spiraling in real time. Is this going to be her rock bottom? Or is Cardi about to spin the block with another messy comeback? Y'all better buckle up, cause the storyline is far from over. Ooh, y'all, Cardi did say, "Be careful with me." Because Stefon Diggs' ex might need to watch her back. Cardi B just declared war on her, and it's about to get sticky. Now y'all know how Cardi and Stefon have been trying to convince us that they're Hollywood's next it couple, right? Well, his ex just popped that bubble because she revealed that he's still in her DMs. From the sound of it, he was probably in other parts of her too, if you know what I mean. But Stefon cheating on Cardi just weeks